Well, here we go again. I've been here 3.5 years, and this is the first winter where we got snow like several times, and it's not even like the middle of December. I think we're in for a winter. Anyway, I go winterize the Corning house tomorrow and put a bulb in the well, and then I'll be done with that until May. So I got plenty of projects to do around here that'll keep me busy. I'm happier than a lark. Well, I'm headed to Corning, and I'm obviously not dressed like a construction worker. So I'm actually headed to a doctor's appointment. I figured I might as well start going over there if I have to do follow-ups and meet the new people. So that's where I'm headed today. It's going to be almost 50 degrees, and it kind of snowed yesterday, just a little bit, not too much. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to run over to the house, and the new plumber is going to winterize the house, and I'm praying that it actually gets done. Last Sunday we were out there and found out how challenging it is to winterize it, so couldn't do it. So we scheduled it today because of the weather. So let's hope there's not 15 feet of snow out there, and it's just going to be challenging. But I have my boots and gloves and all that stuff. So have a great Monday. Have a great holiday, everybody, too. Here at the hospital today for a test. Just routine stuff, no biggie. Anyway, it's so quiet in here. We didn't get much snow. They got a little bit more. It's a dreary day. And, I started at the wrong end. I'm working my way over. It's so nice in here compared to the other hospital. I like it. It's so quiet. I'll keep you posted. Got a nice little cafeteria, and it's so quiet. Oh my goodness. Wow, there's like nobody in here, and you come in here and they're calling people like immediately. I like Corning. Oh, look, they're even calling me already. We're in Corning in the new part, and we're headed towards the historic part. The Corning Museum of Glass is just down the street here, and here we're headed into the historic part of Corning. Actually headed to the grocery store, but it's really pretty here. They have a lot of things going on here. Christmas is pretty decorated in the downtown area. I'm a block off of the main drag, but it's very beautiful here. It'll be a lot more fun than living in Waverly. So I'm like 10 minutes outside of town where my property is. So once I get here, I'll be able to participate. We've got the Rockwell Museum, which I haven't been to yet, and the museum, the Corning Museum of Glass, which is amazing. It's not just Corningware. They do the glass for the space shuttle. So it's a pretty amazing place. They have glass pieces in there from like 39 BC and before. It's pretty incredible. Now let's see if I can remember where the grocery store is. I think it's on this corner. At one, we're winterizing my house finally. It's on a hill. That's why I had such a hard time finding the river goes through town. It's a big river bridge, and then I'm headed to Wegmans, and there's a Wegmans here. There's all the stores between Horseheads and here that you can need, so it's pretty convenient compared to Waverly, because I'm always like over in this part of the world to go shopping or get groceries, usually Elmira. So it'll be nice to come to town and be able to go out and eat and walk around and enjoy the town when I'm living over in this area finally. Got a cappuccino from one of the machines here. I love this store. This store is so much nicer than the Elmira store. I don't know why, but I do like it better. So yeah, I'll be over in the different part of town, different part of New York. Yeah, this is part of the reason why I'm moving. One of 1,000. These beets are $3.49 a beet for one beet. Anyway, seems kind of crazy. I do try and eat organic, and that's all I buy, but you know, $3.50 for broccoli, that's not too bad. But seriously, $3.50 for one red beet. I just don't know what to say. Meat department. Fish was behind me. For some kind of organic steak. Price of like regular steak. Crazy. Okay, what do we got over here? Oh man, this store has far more organic options than any other store I've been in. It's $12 for 2 pork chops, but look at the size of them. I've been longing for pork. My renters keep cooking at 10 o'clock at night. They wake me up with smells of their food. I just can't wait to get to Europe and have so many more options. But I'll tell you what, they have a huge department of organic stuff, organic options. The prices might not be great, but it's a nicer store than the one in Elmira is. Big time. It's like every time I move, I always make sure I have an upgrade of something. This is an upgrade of everything. Okay, we're headed down Market Street. Probably should have waited to cross. But anyway, it's just so charming here. I can't wait to be closer. It reminds me of Eureka Springs with all of its old historic buildings. It's a lot bigger than Eureka Springs. There's wild ginger Asian fusion. I need to walk up and down and eat in every one of these restaurants. Tons of restaurants. Yeah, I'm not quite sure about what they are yet. The one that I really liked and I came to often closed, probably during COVID. No, I wasn't here before COVID, so I don't know why it closed. Anyway, it says my trunk is ajar. No, my trunk is a boot. So I must have popped it open and not closed it all the way. So I'm going to pull up here and do that. Anyway, it's just so charming. So this is the main historic street. And I'm going to come here on the 27th, right after Christmas, and just walk around and go to lunch because I've got another doctor's appointment. Just stuff that I have been putting off for a couple years. So I figured no time like the present. Just gets, let's see, Sorgi's restaurant. Oh yeah, the brewing company is the one that closed. I've eaten at Sorgy's. It wasn't so great. Burger and beer. No, that's where I ate. The Iron Flamingo Bar House. There's all kinds of restaurants. So exciting. I know I've been in and out of some of these shops. And they have the light ceremony, which probably was, they call it Crystal City Christmas light ceremony, and they had that I think this past weekend. I just don't like to drive on these roads. I'm 40 minutes from here, and the weather has been kind of questionable. But I mean, look at this. Their little square is so charming. I don't know if you can see, but anyway, it's charming, charming. Oh, it was the Old World Cafe. That's where I went. The Old World Cafe. It still is open. It wasn't the other place. Look at that. Isn't that charming? Charming. There's people behind me, so. Anyway, yeah, it's way bigger. It reminds me of Fredericksburg more than Eureka Springs. And we have the Corning Glass Museum, like I said, which is phenomenal. I can't wait. The 27th, I'm going to come back and spend the afternoon. I'm going to do my doctor's appointment at the hospital. I'll come over here and have lunch, and then I will go to the Glass Museum. So now I have to figure out how to get on the way home. Well, I'm on my way from Corning, city of Corning, out here where my property is. And today I ran into my neighbor Deb at the grocery store. Her and her husband have a church on my corner, diagonal on the left up here. Yeah, there's not too much snow out here and the roads are fine, but I don't want to be driving back and forth. If I don't have to, I'm looking forward to moving into my little house when I don't have to drive back and forth from the renovation in Waverly to the house here. And we're coming up on my corner around this curve here. So it's really nice and quiet out here. I really like it. And in the summer, it's nice and cool. There's a breeze. In the wintertime, it's fierce. She said she checks with her neighbor above the church. Apparently, she said, here's the church. Apparently, she said that there are houses up here above the church. This is the church on West Road, which I've never been up there. And her husband calls her to see if the roads are decent because they had a canceled church on Saturday night, I guess. So here's my place. So I do have neighbors keeping an eye on my place. And yeah, nobody's been in here since we were here last Sunday. Except the critters. You can see critter paths. Nah, it didn't snow all that much. So here we are. I'm looking forward to being out here full time. Oh, I must have popped the fan on. Anyway, this is not exactly how I wanted to enter into my house. With still construction zone and everything not done. I have ideas for everything. Everything everywhere. It's so peaceful out here. Quiet. There's just a bunch of junk still. I was going to rent a truck and do a dump run and do a metal run and put all my tools in the trailer over the winter at the house. And I didn't get to do any of those things. I still didn't finish doing the hello. I didn't finish doing the glass or the mirror on my desk. This is my desk. So let's see, this is my office. This is my bedroom. I have all kinds of stuff all over the place. I took all my clothes back to the house because I'll go through them. I put this cabinet in there because there's plenty of hanging space for clothes. I have to downsize my wardrobe. I'm going to bring stuff to Portugal. I'm going to bring stuff to Italy, and I'm going to get rid of more stuff. Yeah, there's things all over my bed. I have a new duvet for over my down comforter. I don't know where everything is going to go yet because I haven't had the opportunity to actually move in. Yeah, we still need to deal with the molding on the ceiling. Like I said, I don't have any idea where anything's going. This picture here, this painting is going right on the entryway when you walk in on that knee wall. And we never did finish the kitchen. We didn't put the countertops on. My sink goes there. That's the heat tape, so nothing freezes. So we're winterizing today. That painting was hanging in my parents' house, so there's a fan behind there. But in the wintertime, it's not a very friendly fan. We didn't do the countertops here. There's my sink. This picture goes on top of the breaker box, but I shut most of the breakers off of the outlets that I'm not using. We didn't finish putting the Luan up there. We were going to do metal, and we decided to do Luan, the same as the ceiling. There'll be molding that'll go over where each place is connected. I'll do that next year. It's just charming in here. Unfortunately, it's my place in Waverly did not sell, so I brought almost everything out here that I needed out here. I did OSB and I painted it a shiny color to reflect, because it is a small space. I've got a mini split that unless you turn it up to 85, the heat really doesn't warm you. It was super, super cold here when we were working out here till 9 o'clock at night. There's going to be another wall, and that color I did match. This color on the Luan, I did match the wood, the flooring. This is old wood flooring. I had 3 boxes. I wanted to use it, so that wall will be the same color, and I matched it. And that big painting will go on this little knee wall. I need room for all my artwork. I won't get rid of it, so it's got to go somewhere. And like I said, I got shiny reflective paint to reflect on the ceiling. My bathroom, it has a slider. We have to put a piece of wood up here. You know what it's called. I can't think of it right now. I had her to be able to do the slider. Bathroom came out nice. Hello again. Yeah, we got the shower in. None of the plumbing's hooked up. He's my new plumber. He is going to go ahead and put the shutoffs on the bathroom sink. We got the washer dryer in there and a counter over top. And there's a big black cabinet with glass doors, and I'll have a hanging bar to hang clothes eventually. Yeah, he's going to put the shutoffs here so he can go ahead and winterize the place. And yeah, here's my floor and my rugs. And then we have to put shutoffs over here. Oh no, we've already got shutoffs there. So hopefully Brian will be able to winterize. You know, we got all kinds of lights. We got pot lights. We got hanging lights, and the switch for this light above the sink is over there, and shelves and all kinds of stuff. But like I said, nothing really is in its place. And until I actually move in, I really have no idea where anything's going to go. There's plenty of space in here. There won't be all this stuff all crowding around. Yeah, I've got kind of somewhat mid-century modern thing going on. That's when I bought this couch. I want it to kind of mimic that. I've got antiques and things, and yeah, it'll work for me for the summer. It'll work perfectly, so it's just charming. I can't wait to get in here. Anyway, I'm waiting for Brian. I have a couple things I need to do, and we'll get that done. And then I won't have to come out here unless I want to.
It's just like water streaming in from under the ground.
I can see it. I've got water coming in.
That's the groundwater coming in. Like, you can't stop that.
The groundwater is coming into my well. So we're going to put a pump that's going to go on automatically. This is Brian, my plumber. So we're draining the water from the house.
I would have hooked hose to it being at the pump started running.
So it was up to that thing. It was a foot deep, wasn't it?
What?
It was all the way up to that cap, that thing.
Oh yeah, the water was all the way over that.
Yeah, I see that now. So did you shut off the well water that was going to the house?
Well, I'm letting it right now back feed the pressure out of the house back out here. and it's all going to drain out right there.
But then the water from the well going into the house, that's off first?
Well, no, it's still on right now, so I'm letting all the pressure bleed off everything.
The reason I'm asking you is because I want to make sure I know what the heck to do. Like if for some reason you can't ever die, you know that, right?
Once this is done a couple of times, you'll understand the complete routine of it.
Because it's different than what I've had before. And the water coming into this is insane. That's just crazy. So there wasn't a lot of moisture this past winter, was there?
No, last winter was really dry. And this whole summer has been dry up until a few months ago, and then it started getting wet again.
And see, we put all this insulation in the walls and the top and then the top. So basically, I
mean, as an easy fix though to keep this stuff, because like I said, it doesn't hurt this tank if that goes underwater. The main thing is your pressure gauge and that switch.
Yeah.
Because the pressure gauge is ruined, you can't even see it, it's full of rusty water. And the pressure gauge is this switch right here. Once that gets wet, that's ruined. It's like I said, a tungsten coated point, so once they get wet, they get corroded and then it's ruined.
Yeah, see, I relied on the people that I had here.
See, this tank just ran out of water. Now that's the rest of draining out of the house. But essentially, what I could do in the spring when we got to turn this all back on is I can get a longer pipe and bring this switch right up here. Yes,
please.
And then at least it's higher up out of the water to prevent some of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be really...
It's worth a try.
So basically,
that's the easiest fix on it.
That's all the water from the pressure tank and the house. So there's
now
nothing...
I'm going to go open that up and blow the rest of the house back this way.
Okay, sounds good. And then let's put that light in there before you go.
If you got an automatic sump pump and put it in there and plug it in.
Let's do that.
Then it'll just keep pumping your water.
Well, let's do that. So you can pick one up and come out here.
Yeah. I'll get to that before I head out of town.
That stopped. Why did that? Here we're out winterizing my little house out here, and I guarantee you that this will be the very last winter that I am here. I am not doing this again. Winterizing, yes. Deal with these temperatures, no. And that's Brian who's here. Thank God for him and Lyle. Yeah. So it's not as cold out today as it's been when Lyle and I have been out here working. So that is a sound that I have longed to hear since I've been wanting to winterize it for 2 weeks. It's really sad because I wanted to be living out here. So yeah. I keep saying I should have rented an apartment, but then the reason I bought this place is so I didn't spend money on rent till Portugal says that I get my citizenship or whatever, or I feel comfortable or whatever. Oh, and I still didn't close that window. I need to do that. We were trying to yell and figure out what breakers were on and off, and so there was still water in the system. I'll be darned. This is the last time I did this was in Alaska. I'm a country girl. I like being out here. It's nice and quiet. Our system is all full of antifreeze.
Took 4 gallons to fill it up.
How many?
4.
4.
There's 5 total, so there's still like, whatever's left in that bucket.
Cool. And I am going to, oops, I have the wrong shoes on for ice. It's all mushy and slushy out here. I am going, oh look, I got my outside lights on. I got all the other breakers off. The windows are locked. The Real Link cameras are on. I am going to put the deadbolt. My deadbolts are in. So when we lock this up, we're locking up the deadbolt. The other deadbolt is already locked. Yeah. Very good. And the toilet has antifreeze everywhere. Nothing's going to freeze in this system. Good deal. Look at that. Love pink. In the pink. Hello. Hello. This is the last I'll be out here. I'll check once a month, maybe every 2 weeks, depending on the weather. I will come out and check my little home, my little cozy home. Got a little heater. I decided to leave the heater going. We got the heat tape on. Everything's, I just don't want to come out here and have it be frozen, and then it'll keep any moisture from accumulating in here. And then I'll leave a light. All the outside lights will be on, and one inside light will be on in the back. Everything's up off the floor, even though there's no water in the system anymore. Ah, what a relief. I can move on to other things now. Yay! I'll miss it out here. I'm looking forward to being out here.